Today, through Exodus chapter 1, let us examine how the Israelites lived 3,500 years ago. Let us turn to Exodus chapter 1, verse 12. But the more they were oppressed, the more they multiplied and spread. So the Egyptians came to dread the Israelites and worked them ruthlessly. Verse 14. They made their lives. How did they make them? Bitter with hard labor in brick and mortar, and with all kinds of work in the fields. In all their hard labor, the Egyptians used them ruthlessly. There was no freedom in the life of the Israelites. They were always whipped by the Egyptians and under their supervision, especially when they did not meet the quota. They were mistreated even more. They lived such a life as a slave for more than 400 years. So the Israelites started to cry out to God. Let's go to chapter 2, verse 23. It says, during that long period, the king of Egypt died. The Israelites groaned in their slavery and cried out, and their cry for help because of their slavery went up to God. God heard their groaning, and He remembered His covenant with Abraham, with Isaac, and with Jacob. So God looked on the Israelites and was concerned about them. So Moses was sent to them. Since God emancipated them from suffering and torture, what should they have done from that very day? They should have been happy, joyful, and thankful, shouldn't they? That is how they were supposed to be. But their thoughts differed. Whenever they lacked something slightly, they said, "Wasn't it better when we lived in Egypt? We don't have the land of Canaan, flowing with milk and honey. We don't even have water to drink or meat to eat right now in this desert." They did not appreciate the happiness and gratitude God granted them, but always looked for reasons to complain. That was why God was not pleased with them, though there were many. However, God was very pleased with Joshua and Caleb, even though they were just two people. Since all 600,000 men had a wrong mindset, eventually, God gave up on them. Everyone, we are about to enter the kingdom of heaven. When you think of heaven, how do you feel? Doesn't it say that the salvation granted to us cannot be compared with anything in this world? Such an amazing inheritance of heaven is being prepared for us at this very moment. We should never walk the same path that the Israelites walked. Was this only the story of the Israelites who lived 3,500 years ago? Or are we not repeating the same history unknowingly today? In our lives, we must reflect upon ourselves like this and give thanks to God even for the smallest thing. Everyone, even with just the fact that God saved us out of hell, what should our mindset be? We should be thankful and even be dancing. Looking at everyone today, you all have such bright faces. In the past, Mother gave us words about laughter. Why? We should always laugh. From Sunday to Saturday, we are in a situation where we cannot help but laugh all the time. This is how it is with the one who realizes God's salvation. Let us never forget that we are in a position where we should always be thankful. Today, when we reflect upon ourselves through the Bible, we come to think, I am truly the happiest person. But have I wasted time complaining against God instead of giving glory and thanks to God who gives me this happiness? God divided the Red Sea, rained down manna for 40 years, sent quail countless times, struck the rock, and quenched the thirst of all the Israelites. The grace, love, and mercy we've received from God are boundless. Yet, if we betray God, leaving God for a small thing, and coldly reject God's grace, then we do not deserve to inherit the land of Canaan. Today, let us all give thanks to our God, once more for even small things, and say, God, I am happy. I am happy that you saved me from hell. Thankful for letting me enter heaven, and grateful for letting me know the truth of Father and Mother. Let us give thanks to God even for little things. Let me conclude the sermon today. Thank you very much.